am off to the psychic gardens and I am going to get some plants and hopefully see what's there and buy some, take them home, talk about you know, if they're really good for bees and stuff like that, or butterflies and how tall they grow and stuff like that, basically. Bye for now. Like an archway for a castle or something. Really old entrance. Look at that. Pretty cool. Okay, so here it is. Hang on. The psychic gardens. This is it getting Welsh. I know I'm Welsh, but I don't talk Welsh. I just gone up into this bit by here. Oh. Here we are, and the plants are just over by here. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Oh, look at those. They're dancing by here. And the plants will be sowing over here. Oh, look at those roses. Or flowers, what they are. Oh, they're pretty. Okay. See, yes, this is a daylily. It's quite tall, as you can see. The leaves, it does spread, and apparently it's called a daylily because every day it grows another, you'll see a new lily. It only lasts a day and another one grows, which is really, really cool. Look at that. Pretty cool. It's raining again. You know, it is raining again. Here is a daylily I bought today from the psychic garden. It's really, really nice. Now I'm going to plant it in the rain. Every Thursday it just seems to want to rain. But isn't it beautiful? So the daylily is a plant of the genus Haricolis from the family Aceleraceae. Really hard plants. Even though it's a common name, you know, lily, it's actually not even a lily. To plant it here in the corner. It's mud underneath and stones on top, so if you don't get other roots and that growing through. Lovely. Hopefully the flowers will come up soon. And that will be really pretty. Okay, so this is what it will look like when all the plants, flowers are out. This sort of colour. So the daylilies are best planted in full sun, which needs 6 hours of sun. Also must be moist, so it can be well drained in the soil. But it's best to also plant them somewhere where in the afternoon they can be like shaded, so it will maintain the flower, so the flower will be there longer. As I just got this today, it's no flowers on it yet, but they do grow and they will spread. So basically just plant them somewhere where it's going to have some shade part of the day, but at least 6 hours of sun. The flowers will last a bit longer then. So daylilies can actually go from 8 inches up to 5 foot long. They can go quite big in size. So get small lilies can go from 2 foot up to 8 inches too. These ones are obviously the bigger ones, and they will grow quite high. So even though the lily only lasts 1 day, the flower, it can also bloom, 200 to 400 bloom over a course of a month. So you can have like over 200 to 400 flowers over a month or more. So it will constantly keep on growing and spreading. It's just beautiful. And the really good thing about these lilies, you can neglect them and they'll thrive. They'll just grow by themselves. So if you're a lazy person, you want flowers and you don't want to maintain, they just grow on their own and they'll look good. And they're just beautiful. And they can blossom 200 to 400 times in a month, which is just lovely. So if you neglect your garden, you can't be doing it every weekend, and you want to just go out and have fun, then like these are the flowers for you. Basically, they're easy, lazy. They just keep themselves basically. So as long as you dig a hole and plant them, they'll grow on their own. They are adaptable, so you can plant them wherever. But sandy and heavy clay, it's not the best place to plant them. But they are adaptable, so as long as you dig the soil and put plenty like organic matter there, it'll be fine. So the best place to actually plant them as well is where you get your morning sun. So for example, if I get my morning sun from my back garden, I'll plant them in my back garden, and in the afternoon I'll have my sun in my front garden, sort of thing. So if you, because obviously it's really, really hot in the afternoon, you don't want them to have full sun in the afternoon, sort of thing. Also, on drier days where, obviously they don't want them to dry out, so make sure you water them regular when it's dry. Otherwise, they just take care of themselves all through the year anyway. They also have a high tolerance against diseases from other plants or insects. So they're really good for borderlines and stuff like that. And it's a really easy grower and easy to maintain. Also, you only need to trim them once a year, just to get all the dead leaves off, so it won't attract pests and bugs and stuff like that, and it will maintain it for a bit longer. So these are irises. They're lovely. At the moment they're green, but they do these really purple flowers, lovely, like sif leaf flowers. So the iris flower spreads gradually, but become really crowded when they do go big. They do well in full sun, but still can have part shade. So they go for about 65 centimeters tall. So it's not, it does spread really slowly, but they do spread. So hopefully these will spread a little bit across my soil. So they will grow like every season. They'll grow like every 3 to 5 years. They also be crowded, so then you need to replant them, so they're not like fighting for the water and the soil. So make sure you replant them when they need to. But they will spread. They're not spread like bamboo, like really, really fast. They will just spread gradually. Okay, so it'll take about 3 to 5 years, and every time you just so they don't really die because they reseed anyway. So these are purple Irish, so they resemble royalty and wisdom. Wisdom, should I say? because different time of year the flowers will be with the other ones. These are going to be beautiful when they open. Oh, these are more open this week. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 small ones, 6. Look at that one. Look at that one. Beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful too, and that's beautiful. Oh, the one there. And these are going to be big ones, but they haven't opened yet. As well as this one right by here. Oh, I've got something growing by here. That might be chickpeas. And you've got little of these smaller ones. Oh, look at that tree. That's going to be a big tree. Nice little bush by there too. These are usually pink, yellow flowers, but right by here, see? But the flowers have stopped now. They'll come back soon now. That one here might be that one. No, I don't think that one. That is that one. Got these here, 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth one's broke a bit. I kept it because it broke when it was in the car. Here you go. They'll be nice big flowers. I'll shoot up to about here. Oh, look at that. Yep, lovely too. Oh, last week I showed you these and there was no flowers on them. Now, look. They got flowers on. Look at that. Beautiful. Remember I showed you those? The flowers are coming out on them. Beautiful flowers. I bought that from the pawn shop as well. So hopefully the flowers will come out on that. These ones are doing really good. Look at these. These will seed. The seeds will come out and plant with no effort on those ones. This one is called... There you go. Really, really pretty. It's grown a bit as well. All the flowers are out. I think it was only one of them and it was closed when I bought this. A bush. Flowers will be on that bush soon. The flowers on this one died. Oh, look, this one has usually flowers on it, but that they've all opened. So hopefully soon flowers will come again. See, the flowers will open on that soon. This one's a really pretty one. Look at that one. Oh, that's gone really, really pretty. Okay, we've got one over here as well. This one is fairy wings, this one is. The fairy wings one. Got things growing up by here as well. This one. Yeah. Flowers will go by here as well as by here. See, this one is this one. Really pretty one. They go quite tall. Hopefully the flowers will be out soon. This one's a nice one as well. Have a big bush. That'll go quite tall. Flowers coming off it as well. I've got this and that. They're not doing so good. I might water them a bit. Oh, look how pretty. Okay. So yeah, I just planted these ones. These are going to be good next to the Jack Frost ones. They're quite a distance away, so they'll be good. Oh, look at these bushes. The flowers have come out on them. Start to come out on that bush. Oh, flowers are coming on this bush soon. I'm not sure when. pear tree, I believe, or apple tree that is. That's an apple tree, all the beautiful flowers that come off. Okay, this one is this one. Look how pretty those leaves are. Look how pretty. And then this one here. Oh, right by there, see? These are pretty too. This one's still growing. Oh, this one's a lovely bush thing. That one there. Okay. I've got another bush by here. I'm not 100% sure what one this is. Oh look. This one's supposed to grow really tall. See? Oh. Put this one against it. But I snapped already, but this is doing good where it is. Put this one safe right by there. That'll go quite like 10 foot tall, something like that. This one as well is that one, and that one's growing quite tall, as you can see. A weeping willow tree. Some of it is dying on the sides. These ones are pretty. You can see I planted this last week. Tom Sweet No, and then on the other side, I think it's this one. It's yeah, this one, orange. Okay, so I think it's 2 plants planted in these. Okay. I've grown these ones myself, or from seed. They've got quite big ones. Some sunflowers there, and some of these bulbs. Now, got this one right by here. That's going to be really tall purple flowers, I believe, on that one. I planted some bulbs in this bit by here. A rose bush, I believe is this one. Or white roses. Some bulbs will be coming through here as well. Some by there and there. Some more of these. Another tree right there. Apple tree right by there. Pear tree right by there. More bulbs, and oh, these are like little pretty flowers come off those ones. And then right by there you've got a flamingo tree. And then the lily. Daylily. They go pretty wide, about 5 feet wide. Or 5 feet or so. Hey y'all, I've just been to the Psychic Gardens in Cowbridge in South Wales, and I bought a few plants, and the plant I'm going to be talking about and showing you in the garden before I plant it and after I plant it is called Jack Frost. It's a lovely like frosty leaf plant. Full name is actually Bromia Mathophyria, and then obviously Jack Frost. It's probably called just Frost because of the really like frosty looking leaves, and it's a low grower and it spreads, but it's a low grower. You won't get it it probably grow to the max about 50 centimeters, that type of low. So come and join me in my garden and have a look at the plant. There, Jack Frost plant. Look how frosty it is. Whoa. They're like heart shaped sort of leaves. Really pretty. Look at how frosty, and lovely little flowers, blue flowers growing off them too. So yeah, they got like proper silvery leaves, and then obviously the like veiny like green going all along it, like loads of veins. It looks like the flowers, the blue flowers, they grow in spring. You can see some on there at the moment. More will grow. It's probably best not to cut the leaves
made enough
in the winter.
thing.
Leave it to about just before the spring when the flowers flower up and stuff.
Look at that.
Because the
They're
big
like
leaves and that will
frosty
protect
looking.
the flowers
That's why
in the
they're
winter
called
in the
Jack
really windy,
Frost.
hard, wet weather.
Lovely, look at that.
So you can plant it anywhere you want, really. Part
Blue
shade,
flowers
part
at
sun. So it was spread across the ground wide, about 60 centimeters or more. And obviously the flowers will be late spring. The best place to plant it is morning sun and afternoon shade. So if you got that in your garden, that's probably the place to plant. That's where I planted it. It'll have morning sun, it'll have about 7 hours of sunlight, and then the rest will be start to get shade.
Look how pretty.
This plant has had no reports of it being toxic, so it's a pretty plant to have around children, animals and so on. So this Jack Frost plant does self-seed, so it will all the seeds will come off and go into the ground by itself, really easy. So where they go into the ground, you can replant them somewhere else if you want. So the following year, you'll have plants growing around. And if you do decide, like I said, to replant them somewhere else, that's another way for them to spread. So make sure the soil is moist and well drainage. So planting straight into the ground is well drainage. It will last a lot longer. But obviously in pots, make sure if you want to do it in a pot, make sure it's got holes in it so it's well drained and it will survive, and you have to water it regular then. So it's a great plant to have, as you can have it year after year after year because it self-seeds. So if any bit of it dies off, it will regrow. So it's really good to go to a psychic garden around you if they sell their own plants. They do them a lot cheaper than the shops. The more unusual than what you find in your local supermarket and stuff like that. Really nice and pretty. It's just beautiful.